Ann Arbor's #1 investigative news team, the Ann Arbor Newshawks, are on the air. I'm Chance Langford.
And I'm Beaumont Vivant. In our first story tonight, after successfully selling out Michigan Stadium for the Big Chill, the U of M has a new plan, and we've gotten a copy of the promotional video that will be out next month.
Michigan fans, the U of M recently shattered all hockey attendance records by having 104,000 people in Michigan Stadium for the Big Chill. To keep the momentum going, Michigan is proud to announce that in February, you can be part of another 100,000 plus fans watching the U of M's first outdoor men's swim meet. Yes, it's the Big House hosting the Big Drip. Michigan and Northwestern going head-to-head in an 8-lane inflatable pool built just for this event. You'll be able to tell your kids that you were part of 100,000 screaming fans that shattered swimming's previous attendance record of 692. Come see the swimmers in their retro uniforms, sure to break world records in the 36-degree water. You'll be on the edge of your seat watching to see if the platform divers land in water or onto a frozen layer of ice. Who will be the first to get their tongue stuck on the edge of the pool? Plus, you'll hear the swim pep band as they lead the fans in their off-color cheers about major shrinkage. All this and more at the Big Drip, coming in February.
In our next story, the City of Ann Arbor is honoring its Mayor John Hiefje for his program Commitment to Progress by renaming the Stadium Boulevard Bridge in his name. The dedication ceremony was temporarily delayed when the section of the bridge holding the new brass nameplate gave way. After a safety check, the event quickly concluded with a photocopy of the plaque being officially duct taped to the bridge.
Next, a special Newshawk investigation. We have uncovered a fraudulent request for speed bumps submitted to the city by the Willowwood Neighborhood Association. Here are Ann Arbor Police taking into custody Niall Ferguson, president of the Neighborhood Association. It is alleged that Willowbrook asked that the speed bumps be put in because cars were racing through the neighborhood, causing a major safety concern for the children. It later turned out that this request was a complete fraud and that the association was merely using the high priority safety issue as a disguised method for getting the potholes covered over. Let's go out to Jacques Labatt, who's with Niall Ferguson. Mr. Ferguson has asked that we alter his appearance.
Thank you, Chance. First off, Mr. Ferguson, is there something you'd like to say to your fellow citizens?
I feel so dirty. I don't know what came over me. This is not the face of someone who would deceive you.
How did this scheme get started?
What can I say? Our neighborhood streets haven't seen any type of repair in years. They were so rutted with potholes, it was difficult just to get around. Cars could only move at a snail's pace. We were desperate.
And now, after the speed bumps have gone in?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but we accomplished our goal. Putting speed bumps on the street has more than doubled the speed in our neighborhood. Oh, it's not perfect, but the speed bumps have definitely smoothed out the driving in our subdivision compared to what it was before.
A postscript. Since the Newshawks have broken this story, 11 neighborhood groups have withdrawn their requests for speed bumps. Back to you.
In a written statement, City Road Repair official Phil Crevice, commenting on the Willowbrook incident, said, "Looking back on it, we should have been more diligent in analyzing the neighborhood's plan. Specifically, in a 2-block stretch, they were asking for 47 speed bumps, some only 18 inches apart. That should have been a tip-off." Recently, City Council held a 2-day retreat to brainstorm ideas for dealing with Ann Arbor's financial crisis. After finding that there was no support for making any budget cuts, Council was finally able to come up with the following solution. We are proud to announce that on March 7th, the City of Ann Arbor will host another first-of-the-kind event at the Big House, the first outdoor City Council meeting. I know you're saying, this is an event I don't want to miss. Well, actually, it's an event you can't miss, because attendance is required for every Ann Arbor resident, unless you have a letter from your doctor. That's because we need everyone in town buying a $50 ticket, so the stadium will be full of 113,000 citizens cheering as Ann Arbor eliminates the big deficit. And we'd like to make it a standing room only crowd by getting some of you 70,000 commuters who come from out of town into Ann Arbor, use our services, and don't pay diddly squat. So come on down, and just by joining with us, you'll be part of balancing the 2011 budget. And we'll have fun doing it. There'll be prizes and contests galore. For example, bring your Christmas tree with you, and the first 75 people will have their tree disposed of by the city, free of charge. Watch the giant scoreboard screen and win prizes by texting your answers to questions like, name a South American city that is not a sister city of Ann Arbor's, and win Hungry Howie's for your row. Or, win a free Pepsi if you can name all the silent consonants in our mayor's name. And many more. And keep following the scoreboard screen during the council meeting to follow the personal text messages between council members. There will be a special flyover by a plane coming right from Ann Arbor Airport. Watch Republicans being passed up the stands. Follow your favorite in the running of the Pet Chicken 100-yard dash. There'll be something for everyone. And well with pride when the announcer says, "Thank you for being part of the largest crowd anywhere in America today watching a city council meeting." Most importantly, you'll be able to participate directly in our municipal democratic system by voting on 3 issues that our city council just can't seem to resolve. Number 1, what should we do with the library lot once the underground garage is completed? A, build a convention center. B, put a skating rink on it. Or C, pave it for another surface parking lot. Text your vote. Number 2, what to do with the Huron Hills Golf Course? A, lease it to a private company for a combination golf range, sporting goods store, men's club, and disco. B, put a skating rink on it. Or C, pave it for another surface parking lot. Text your vote. And 3, how many medical marijuana dispensaries should the city allow? A, none. B, 2. C, 1 for every person over the age of 21. Don't bother texting. This will be done on a voice vote. The city council meeting will end with its customary public commentary segment. A single hand microphone will be passed around the stadium so that every citizen will be able to voice their complaints and offer up suggestions. Everyone speaking for their full 2 minutes will take weeks, making this one of the longest city council meetings ever, and you will be part of it. The Big Deficit, March 7th. It will be fun, it will be educational, and it will be mandatory. See you there. Good night, Beaumont.
Good night, Chance.
See you next time.